Those at the centre of the drama have praised police for their quick work in tracking the gunman's car and for their courage. But it was Cumberland Park residents that gave investigators the vital lead they needed.
It's not often we see domestic violence in pictures, and there's little doubt this family nightmare would have ended in tragedy if it wasn't for neighbours stepping in. The frightened woman had been sleeping in a car with her 2 children until she moved in with her brother 3 weeks ago.
I knew that she was hiding there, and I did talk to her and tell her that she should go to the police if it was bad. But she said no. Women don't want to talk about stuff like that.
When they heard screaming last night, they feared the worst.
He was a very angry young man, and he was trying to get her back.
And for a short time, he did.
He came around the back of the car and picked her up and pushed her through the driver's seat into the passenger seat. She was just screaming, no, no, no. Yeah, she was terrified, absolutely terrified. Domestic
violence campaigner Ibrahim Sinker, who watched his mother and sisters beaten in his home country, begged him to let her go.
I said to him, please, what is going on? Please, please, please. Just leave her. Trying to talk to him, then he pulled a gun.
We're all just screaming at him, leave her alone, leave her alone.
They didn't get a rego but rang police telling them to look for a white car.
The first responder was incredible, getting as much detail as he could, feeding it back through the radio, and somehow within a really short space of time they were actually tracking him.
And 2.5 hours later in Hindley Street, officers risked their lives to free a pregnant woman and her 2 little girls.
They were beyond amazing. So much respect and praise for Sapolter last night.
Reporter Jessica Adamson joins us from the Royal Adelaide Hospital. Jess, the gunman wasn't well enough to face a court hearing today.
That's right, John. He had surgery this morning for those gunshot wounds to an arm and a leg, and he's now in a serious but stable condition under police guard and is likely to have more surgery tomorrow. The 26-year-old's been charged with aggravated kidnapping, unlawful threats, acts to endanger life, using a firearm and driving dangerously to escape police. The matter was adjourned until tomorrow. As for the woman and her 2 little girls, they're physically okay, but they're getting some support tonight to help them through that unthinkable night of terror. John.
Angry Kimber residents have taken their fight against the proposed nuclear waste dump to the nation's capital. They travelled for 2 days to meet with the Federal Resources Minister, only to be left out in the cold. 7 News was with them.
These are the people at the heart of a deeply personal debate over nuclear waste Australia-wide. 4 have travelled 1,500 kilometres from Eyre Peninsula.
This facility, if it was to be in Kimber, would be directly across the road from my home, where I have my 3 small children and our family farm.
2 low to intermediate sites are proposed for Kimber in the grain growing belt. The land's been offered up by residents keen to stimulate the local economy, and that's torn the tight-knit farming community in 2.
My wife and I wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been the community support of Kimber. We lost a son 12 years ago, and to see what's happening in our community now, it's so distressing. This is real bloody stuff to me. You know, I'm fighting for my family, for my community, and I want to stay there.
They claim 75% of Kimber's landholders are opposed to the dumps.
We believe that we should have been consulted prior to the nominations being done, that there should have been community consent first.
The government's also considering a 3rd site near Hawker.
What happens to our cattle and stuff at market? You know, if I was a buyer, I wouldn't buy from a place that's next to a nuclear waste dump.
The South Australian delegation came here in the hope of meeting Resources Minister Josh Frydenberg face to face. But he declined, saying his department's already visited each community at least twice.
Look, I think it's pretty disappointing.
In Canberra, Jessica Adamson, 7 News.
An almighty battle's brewing between the SANFL and junior footy clubs across the city. There are fears new recruiting rules are forcing aspiring young AFL stars out of the game altogether.
For the kids, it's more than a game.
My dad used to play, and I really like the feeling when you get the marks and kick the goals and everything.
But not everyone's guaranteed a kick anymore. The SANFL took over junior footy 4 months ago, and under its rules, clubs can't add extra teams based on demand.
Well, lots of people have a passion for football. It's just sad that not all of them will get that passion.
I think that if there's interest there and people want to play, well, then why can't they?
At the Glenunga Rams, they're dreading turning children away.
We'd be looking at probably 30 to 50 possibly not having playing positions.
Clubs around them are overflowing too.
We would love to help them find a home to play footy this year, and a footy club down the road hopefully has a spot for them. Unfortunately, at the moment, there's not always an even spread of players wanting to go to every single club.
The SANFL says by streamlining the competition, it's offering more even games of footy to more kids more often. The clubs say that's a great vision, but it's not happening yet.
I don't want to lose these kids that want to play Aussie rules. I don't want to lose them to other sports. I don't want them to miss out on a game of footy.
At Payneham Norwood Union, the SANFL wants to replace under 6 and under 7 teams with Auskick.
They want to have games and they want to play and they want to experience what their heroes do.
And if they can't,
either go to soccer, basketball or lacrosse.
Jessica Adamson, 7 News.